this one at the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois tonight. And college basketball, and Kylan Boswell plays such a big role.
He was so important for them in their postseason at Arizona.
And Rutgers will control the tip, and we're underway. It's Jamichael Davis.
Going to be so important for both squads, but especially for Rutgers. This is a team in Illinois that is plus 11 on the year.
And the three in the corner, Kansas. Twice now, the Big Ten Freshman of the Week. Wagler got an open lane, and he knows what to do with that.
Yeah, that was way too easy.
Started up with Andrei Stojakovic. Stojakovic probing that Rutgers defense and finds another one at the rim. 14 to shoot, working against the veteran Boswell. Now Powers looking with 8 on the shot clock. Has to step back for the 3. It rolls off there.
Been all year, Kevin. Very balanced. You have 4 guys for the Fighting Illini, averaging 13
by Stojakovic.
And that didn't come off Wagler's hand cleanly. He was kind of shuffling it, and you saw the side spin. That's not usual for his offerings.
And not a
offensive rebounding percentage leads the Big Ten.
Here's Wagler, another 3, same spot, same result. This time push. Stojakovic on the run in the open floor. He's fouled by Jamichael Davis.
Fills up. They are really attacking it.
And Stojakovic good at the line for a pick.
Not necessarily what the so-called experts feel is important for the team.
There's Caden Powers trying to underhand it through traffic, and that'll be a turn. Back it goes to Wagler. Ivisic, 3 at the top of the key, a little bit strong. Underhanded to Boswell. Splits 2 defenders. Boswell underneath. What a find of even.
Really tough scramble situation, especially with your largest guy away from the rim.
Jumper at the elbow, breaks in over 4 minutes. Boswell left alone. Deep 3 is good. Kylan
rebound you and defend.
Mirkovic will feed Jake Davis. 2 to shoot. Humbrickhouse has to launch the 3, and that'll go out of bounds.
Penn Quakers.
34 against Penn, 30 against Oregon. The only Big Ten player, as Francis on cue, hit pretty remarkable. Because normally you score 34 points, you started the game, or you started again very soon.
Sometimes you might kind of fall asleep when he does check in.
Here's Wagler going to work in all kinds of traffic. Left that one short by 4 minutes. Has to leave for his younger brother. Davis in the corner for 3, and that's 2 triples already. 17-8 Illinois. Here's Stojakovic on the drive. Little floater on the baseline, drops. Such touch for Andrei Stojakovic.
Going to really haunt Rutgers potentially as this game unfolds, because that was something they emphasized incessantly in their shooting round.
Good against the smaller Francis. Mark trying to help out. Yeah, Ivisic right there on the catch and finish. Lino Mark to Francis for 3. Pinballs out, down 21-8. Here's Lino Mark knifing inside, and he'll go to the line.
This season, averaging about 17 made free throws per ball game, and they're in that enviable position.
Winding down, Buchanan will push it up the floor. Good feed to Mark for 2.
Really good use of the bounce pass. And then
here's Ivisic off the inbound. Obole trying to hold his own, and he does.
Did a really nice job.
Darren Buchanan around the Obole screen, got to the free throw line. Stojakovic there to recover, but Boswell turns the corner into the defense with 2 and a little English.
At it all, he knew he was going to have to come through Boswell. Wisely done by Rutgers just to give it away.
And Buchanan.
There's 11 points per ball game at George Washington.
Davis, another open 3, and he splashes that. Screen from Mirkovic. Shot fake, got Obole in the air, and that opened it up. Interestingly enough, Brad Underwood told us he never saw him play in person until he came on campus as a Boswell has to launch, and that air ball out of 4 seconds. Boswell, step back 3. Rebound. Illinois hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. So if you ran to the kitchen, it's still 31-16. You missed nothing. You missed a block. College football in decades. I think you'd have to go all the way back to when Bill Snyder took over.
Dominating points in the paint to the tune of 14-2.
Back into the paint they go again. Ivisic puts 2 more on the board inside.
Out defensively.
And Stojakovic off the miss will push it up the floor. Stojakovic on the drive,
Beating on a dribble drive by Illinois, if you're Illinois, you can afford to give the foul. You're not anywhere close to the bonus now.
And a turnover. Mark cut in. It is a young team that is growing, but these are tough places to grow. Davis, another three.
Hummerkaus has done a really good job of contesting a three.
Wagler splashes one down. He's got it against Mark. A couple of freshmen showing off their skill set, and Wagler banking it. Figure out a way to get something going. Zerno will try and hit the three. Good start out of the locker room for Rutgers. Lofted it up. Jamichael Davis will push it up. Here's Grant on the drive through contact, and Dylan.
There's a team in Rutgers that
little crossover, trying to secure that basketball, and a touch pass from Boswell, and the three. That pass tipped to Zerno, and now the dump down to Obole. Obole against Ivisic, and he has been very. Mirkovic around the Boswell screen through all kinds of traffic, and that's going to be a foul on Caden Powers. And grabbed 21 rebounds. Sort of his opponents this year, and well on their way tonight to another one.
Yeah, that's how you build a.
Now Zerno. Hit that three right out of the locker room. Now he'll curl in for a two, and the rebound loose. Zerno got a look. Obole's screen opened up that door. Pitch, pinballs out. Davis to start it up. Trailing on the play. Powers will step into a three. Mirkovic calling for it. The touch pass to Wagler. Stojakovic, open corner three. That's what Brad Underwood told us earlier today. Tyler, when he was recruiting Wagler or anybody else, they know how much he values pass. Stojakovic, easy split and an easy two. Last year, 6th in the conference with Cal in scoring. Zerno, and that's a block by Stojakovic. Ball loose. Good win. You were there on Tuesday night when they beat Iowa.
And you talked about how Coach Underwood.
Buchanan from the logo hits the two. Here's Francis. Can Tariq Francis get it going? Quiet, foul trouble in that first half, and now
knock that down. He has played hard here tonight.
There's Buchanan at the elbow, fading away for Hummerkaus. Corner three. Tariq Francis now. Sizing up Hummerkaus. Leaning inside.
Track down an offensive rebound.
Wagler with 10 to shoot. Freshman on the move. Inside, foul. Saturday wrestling comes your way when the Scarlet Knights with 4 rebounds. Make it 12 for Keaton Wagler. One of the things Brad Underwood all season long, that's been a constant in his game. Francis with the elbow jumper for 2.
Points in the paint have been to the advantage of the Fighting Illini. Pull up at that elbow.
Oh, Wagler off the window. Just a tremendous find by Brad Underwood and his staff. Here's Mark on the drive, and Ivisic was waiting for that. Dortch stays with it, and the hook drop. Wagler deep three. Starting to feel it a little bit, Dortch. Here's Jake Davis, had the hot hand in the first half. Wagler. Francis looking, got a screen. The lob to the screeners broken up by Jake. Francis just 3 for 10 shooting. Woolley fading over Hummerkaus, using the. Now Jamichael Davis. And a whistle and a foul called. To shoot. Mirkovic, good shot fake. No look underneath, and then swat get that one to drop. Everything but 2. Woolley on the run. Driving into Ivisic and a block for Mirkovic. That's 11 offensive boards for Illinois. Short on that one. And
they find something that works, Kevin, and they don't go away from it. You know, whether it was the isolation with Wagler for part of this.
Couldn't get the left to right layup to go down. On a bounce. Powers, oh my, you speak of nice passes. This offense so efficient, everybody can make plays like that. Powers, good for two. We talked about Mirkovic as a ball hand. And now Ivisic in the double figures, the fourth alive.
Year, that's when Illinois really kind of struggled. Remember, he had an injury, then he was sick for a little bit. And
now without him, they really did have some fits and starts last season. Here's Powers at the free throw line. Good jumper for Kate. Hoisting up that jumper and the rebound with a good. Powers on the attack. And Zerno open in the corner. A three falls for Powers and a timeout. Ivisic, skip. Stojakovic, catch, shoot, short, and grant the rebound. Out of this early and never let up, which is what a good team is.
And just there's so much size across the board for things from Rutgers' standpoint. 3 of 5 from behind the arc.
9 points, 5 rebounds as well. Zerno on the drive. He's into double figures. Nice that it works occasionally on the basketball court. Ivisic, that three will drop. Tomislav, 2 minutes remaining in this one. Here's Zerno. He'll try again. We've got a whistle and a foul on Obo to bleed a little clock. And
how about that pass?
Finding Mirkovic for three. Here's Zerno again. Drops it off. Woolley with a good catch and through the contact. It's early for Illinois. 12 points on 4 made threes. The three up for Davis and off. Good rebound and put back by Bryce Dortch. And now 2 for 2 at the line. Illinois grabbed the lead after that and never looked back. And this one has come to a Scarlet Knights. Illinois now 12-3 with their 4th straight win. They are 3 conference play. That's going to do it for us from